As you board out through the walled garden, you come onto the western aspect of the hall itself, and the only remnants of the original Tudor hall is this original moat that is apparent on the northern and the eastern and southern aspect of the hall. Parkland and Lake going towards the north. This is an interesting development for Blickling because this area of lawn to the north of the house is normally a bowling green, and children's games and tennis courts and croquet are put out on this, but this year it's been allowed to seed as part of the sort of natural effect. Very much better for wildlife. Insects and butterflies will have been able to actually live in this grassland as opposed to a close mown lawn that's so sterile. And I'm a big fan of this, where you can leave it to it can be reclaimed very easily by mowing again in autumn after the grass is seeded. And then we come round to the parterre formal garden on the eastern aspect of the Blickling Hall. This is the parterre garden, the formal garden in front of Blickling Hall on its eastern aspect. Redesigned in the 1930s from a much more elaborate design, which was publicly criticised at the time for being over fancy and criticised by the owner for being very expensive to maintain. So the planting was simplified greatly into more formal beds to give the long aspect views up towards the temple at the top. The borders in the parterre are a nice mixed planting: catmints, roses, flowering thistle, some grasses planted as well, low geraniums, asters, acanthus. The long borders on the southern aspect of the parterre garden are planted with herbaceous mixed. Got asters down the front again, and beautiful mature colour, and the bees just loving these plantings. Most of these plantings as you see them are attributed to Nora Lindsay and the redesign that she undertook in the 1930s for the last Lord Lothian. A lot of inspiration from Gertrude Jekyll and the more gentle style of planting that is very evident in these mixed borders. Love this giant sorrel, spikes of beautiful red, standing very well. Coming now to the steps that lead up to the terrace that feed off towards the temple at the very top of this planting. Should get a good view back over the parterre from up here, back towards the hall.
I missed the peonies. No.
These peonies in the top planting are now finished for the year. Setting some seed actually there. Looking back towards the lake and the parkland in the distance. All very pleasant. Terrace at the very top of the parterre, blocked off this season because it's too narrow for social distancing. Again, nice planting now, snapdragons overlooking the hall and parkland.